Okay. We want to talk about astrology. Got the Iron Bird. So we want to talk about astrology. Because astrology, like I say, is the granddaddy, man. Astrology is beautiful. You know? Whoa, man. Shoo. Look where I'm at. Whoa, Jack. I just felt it. As soon as I stepped up here, I said, whoa. You know, that little thing jumped through your heart like, hey, wait a second. That's what's under me. Good thing I've never been shook about heights. But, yeah, man. So I hope these things are on right, because I don't know. I'm feeling a little funny. Hopefully I'm having a non-empathic moment right now. I'm just shook. Alright. So, yeah, man. Astrology. Study of the stars. Yeah, man. I love it out here, man. This is beautiful. I'm out here in nature, chilling. Oh, okay. Certain things I'm picking up. So, yeah, we're talking about the study of the stars, y'all. So, look. Right? So, this is what we said. We said, you know, we, as the creative spirit, right, who created itself, brought itself into fruition, you know, living in the spiritual realm, right, living in the realm where there's only us, right, we decide, hey, man, I want to play a game. Since I know I'm powerful, I can make stuff, I can do stuff. What I'm going to do is create worlds and interject my consciousness into this place. Look at this, y'all. This is beautiful. I love this stuff, man. This is like nature, man. This is the reason why. This is everything. Anyway, yeah, man, we say, hey, we come in here and we gonna have an experience, right? But, you know, I ain't no fool. I'm gonna leave myself a clue. At some point, right? Because I'm a come through this earth. I'm gonna lose my consciousness, right? I ain't gonna know I'm God. I'm going, you know, I might have an inkling, right? I might have a memory. I might have something, but I ain't gonna just, you know, it's gonna be some doubt. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have to figure this thing out. And so we leave clues, right? And so the sages, long time ago, studied the machinations of the stars. Right? They studied the skies. They did meditation, right? Look, don't underestimate what you can learn by going within, right? You learn some of the best stuff ever that you'll ever learn by going within self. The highest level of learning is that which when you shut down your thoughts and you allow that spirit that I'm speaking about to have its memory and come through you. You know, that's the best stuff ever. There's nothing trumping that. No book that you read can trump that. Right? Because that's that right now, that's felt. That after that, that's felt, that's known. Right? That's intuited. Okay, so you know, these people, they went into you know, they focused on these various bodies that they saw out there, and they were able to intuit the whole map of astrology and how it worked. You know, and other things, you know. That's how all the oracles got here, through somebody, you know, going into trance and dealing with it. Right? So yeah, so, you know, then we got this system by which we can now read and understand various things about us and, you know, about others, right? So then we got this thing of tropical astrology versus sidereal astrology. Right? So now, you know, you see people deal with this stuff from a level of emotions and favoritism, you know? Like the only reason that you would really go with tropical astrology is just because it's closer to home for Westerners. That's the only thing it has. That's the only thing that it has that's trumping, you know, anything from sidereal, right? Okay, so sidereal astrology, tropical astrology is based on, you know, okay, so we got both astrologies taking the same 12 planets, they take in the same constellations, although Vedic sidereal astrology actually takes into, there's actually 27 houses, right? There's, those 12 houses are further broken down into their energies, and the tropical call them decadents, but it's not as accurate. Nothing is as accurate, and I hate to seem jaded, but I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it true. Like, as a matter of fact, I believe, okay, so I'm getting ahead of myself. Tropical astrology says that each year, since whenever till forever, Aries is going to come in on on March the 21st, right? It's going to come in with the spring equinox forever, right? And that goes along with for all of the rest of the constellations, right? 30 days later, the sign is going to change. 30 days later, or 30 degrees later, it's going to change, right? And this is going to happen forever, forever, forever. So the only thing about that is, it's not correct. It's not accurate, right? And with sidereal astrology, which is older, see, we got to go to the older stuff, right? I have a problem with these new things coming to trump or coming to provide some type of new argument about something that's ancient already, something that's already known. Like, we ain't got to go through that again because we've been through it. We learned it over here, right? So sidereal astrology is now doing a snapshot of the sky at the time we're talking about, right? And seeing what's there and what's not there, right? And what you find is that in different years, it's there at that time and date. But in other years, it's not, right? For instance, two people can be born on the same day in different years and be different signs, right? There's a 23-degree play that sidereal astrology takes into account, right? It's like the earth is doing a wobble motion, right? And in that wobble motion, it has a tilt. The axis is tilted at some point, right? So in regular tropical astrology, that tilt isn't taken into effect. But, so that leaves it inaccurate, right? Because that tilt is going to be, anywhere between, some level of 23 or so degrees. That tilt is going to represent exactly where that energy is going to come in, right? So again, so things are not going to be always that way. Now, it'll fool you because the energy extends beyond the actual point, right? So, if the sun came in at Aries, 0 degrees, it's going to stretch 5 degrees this way and 5 degrees that way. So you're going to still feel Pisces if you're born right there on the cusp, right? And so it's going to confuse you when somebody says, oh, well, your sign is actually Pisces. You're like, no, I'm Aries. I can feel that. This is what I am, because one, you're going from that tropical astrology, teaching that you had. And two, you actually feel it. Yeah, you got some Aries in you, but the degrees of what you're going to have incorrect. And then you're not going to take into the fact that you got some Pisces in you too, and that's where the tropical astrology will betray you, It's not going to show you everything that's there, and it's going to kind of make you think you got it, but you ain't going to have it, right? So that's the difference with this argument about tropical versus sidereal astrology. One is based off of a fixed determination of everything, right? The constellations. The other is based off of an actual determination for where these things are and when, right? So obviously it's, and then one is older than the other, right? Go with that old stuff, man. This new stuff, like people came in and said, for zillions of years, Mars has governed Scorpio, right? Mars governs Aries and Scorpio. It's just what happens. It's just how it's been forever, right? So now, they discover Uranus, Pluto, and Neptune, right? The 3 new planets, and all of a sudden, oh yeah, we're gonna stick Scorpio with Pluto now. Well, who decided that? Like, who decided that? You know, first of all, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto aren't even in the solar system. They're just close by. You know, that's something from somewhere else that kind of bleeds into the Milky the space sphere, right? It kind of bleeds into our galaxy, and you see them at various times. But you know, when upon further inspection, when you look at the overall orbit that they're doing, they're not doing the same orbit that the normal 9 planets that we have do in this Milky Way galaxy. So they're not from here, right? They're just neighbors. Not saying that they don't have any effect. Maybe they do have some effect, but it's not going to trump the information that we got on this long time ago before we ever knew anything about that, right? It's not going to trump it because, again, it's not of this. So it's not of this galaxy. It's not of this solar system, right? So, you know, yeah, man, be careful about going with that new stuff, right? I believe that well, probably shouldn't get into what I believe, but I don't know. You know, things were set up so that everybody wouldn't have the correct information, right? Only some. If I know the correct information and I'm shady, you know what I mean, and I'm a power monger, right? Then I'm going to make sure that that only me and my boys get the true information, the real information, the best information. And I'm going to leave all of the good stuff to us, right? You know, I'm going to let y'all think that the rituals are supposed to be done at the quarter moon when I know that you're supposed to do that thing at the new moon, right? And so that, you know, I'll get the power and you won't, you know. That's what happened with tropical astrology, right? Somebody came in and, you know, they kept the good stuff for themselves, and, you know, and they commercialized it, right? Now you're able to go out and get I'm an Aries hat, you know what I'm saying? You know, you got the shirt, you got the book, you got, you know, and, you know, people go ahead and, you know, build lives and careers off of, you know, this stuff. But yeah, you know, for better or for worse, what it is what it is. If you ain't sure about it, you know, just ask the Creator to tell you the truth, right? And you'll find a way to get that information. So, that's all I got for now. Peace and love.